Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm your host Brian Moredi. Today today's episode we are going to be having a conversation about finance, as I told you guys, and I have a visitor who is going to take us through about financial literacy. I'm hoping that you are eagerly waiting to learn, and also not just learning but also application more so. The part that I usually call constructive. So guys, very fast I want to my visitor introduce himself, and then we start the conversation of the day. Mr. Samuel.
Yes, sir.
Can you just briefly tell us who you are, what you do, and maybe more about you?
My name's Samuel Gikonyo Mainge. I'm an accountant. I work with a real estate company, and I also practice because I'm a CPA. I have a firm known as Gikonyo Mainge and Associates, whereby we do some accounting and auditing services. We offer those services to clients, and that's what I do.
Okay, karibu sana.
Thank you very much.
This is your first conversation.
Yes.
We have a lot of young people behind the camera who follow us, and in future I'm also hoping that more are coming so that we grow together.
Yes.
And our main aim is to share ideas, empower one another,
yes,
and more so also share on how to implement those ideas. So karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Share with these great leaders of tomorrow.
Yes, young people should know how to keep their finances in order.
Yeah.
And that's why we are here today, so
yes,
that we can enlighten them,
yes,
on how to make sure that they are financially stable.
Yes.
And they keep their finances in order so that in future they will not suffer in any way.
Okay. I know we have been having a lot of issues of young people aiming the wrong thing, and at the end of the day, when they maybe get what they get at the end of the day, wanapata depressions. For instance, kama they are running after trending, which is the game of the day, ndio game iko sahi, and then after mtu ametrend, maybe anapata tu pesa twake, anatumia tu vile vile venye ametrend akashuka, anatumia hivyo hivyo. So I would wish that today at least we are going to learn 1, 2, 3 things, so that we are going to be not just young people, but young people can be dependent by the society.
Of course.
Yeah, so karibu sana.
Asante sana.
Yeah, so
asante sana.
Can you just, I know this is the month whereby a lot is happening in terms of finance, including the government. Sasa ndio wanakumbuka
that's what, this is the month that they normally do their budget.
Yes.
And what have you, they also doing the finances of 2024, the bill. You have heard about the bill.
Yes.
Whereby even they are saying they will tax even the bread. So we have a lot of things ongoing.
Yes.
But we have Zakayo told us that we have to adopt.
Okay.
So we have to do that.
So I know there are young people there who are hearing maybe the word bill in the first bill. Maybe can you use just your own words, just explain for us what is the bill, so that even as we go through this journey of the conversation of the day, maybe watakuwa najua nini endelea in the country.
Excellent. You know, this finance bill, it is a document that highlights those things that the government wants to change in terms of their financing, the project that they need to finance, the things that they are changing in terms of taxing, yes, so that they can generate more income. So this is what is going to guide the relevant authorities about how they are going to correct the finances from the citizens. Okay. That way you hear they want to tax this and that, so that they can generate the income and put it together, so that they are now able to disperse to various departments.
Okay, in other words, you can see it's a kind of a plan.
It is a kind of plan or a document that has been documented, planning for those resources.
Okay.
Yes.
Guys, I just told you, we have been talking on WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram. For those who have been talking about planning, I just told you again, today is going to be on fire. I told you guys, if you don't plan, you're planning to fail. If the government itself can make a plan of maybe the whole expenditure here, who are you? So let's get in the conversation of the day and just maybe explain to us maybe what is the importance of maybe making a budget and what is a budget.
You know, a budget is that plan you make on how to use your resources. It is whereby you say, I have this income, and from this income, this is how I want to spend it.
Yes.
So this is something that you keep in place. Maybe your personal budget. If it is a company, they have a budget that runs the company. And the importance of budget is that you are able to prioritize on the most important things that you need to do first. Like for young people, you know, they miss their priorities because they come up with a budget, but they then go against the budget. For example, you can plan that I'll pay the rent when I receive the salary or the income. I'll pay the rent first, then I'll do some shopping. But you see young people, because of peer pressure and some influence that are not relevant, you will see a young guy passing somewhere, and maybe it's on a Thursday whereby pizzas have some offers,
Yes.
and you will see him or her going against the budget that purchasing the pizza. So a budget should be sticked to, so that you are able to be left with some income,
Yes.
that you can make them as your savings.
Okay.
Yes.
What can you maybe advise the young people who are listening to you? Because we have a problem with maybe having a discipline of, we can call it a pocket discipline.
Yeah.
So maybe what can you tell the young people who maybe make a budget and then at the end of the day they find themselves going against the budget?
What I would advise
Or
those
a
young
solution?
the solution here is very simple. When you plan and prepare a budget,
Yeah.
it is always advisable to stick to that budget. Don't go against the budget,
Yes.
and also don't spend beyond what you have, because again, you will see that you interfere with that budget, and even start entering into some debts. That you should what a young person should do is maximize on savings and minimize on debts, so that you are able to plan yourself well. Because when you enter yourself into some debts, you'll not be able to stick to your budget. But when you stick to your budget, this is what I have gained, this is what I want to spend,
Yes.
then you stick to it, you are good to go.
Okay.
They will be calling you by names that you're becoming wealthy, but you're sticking to your budget.
Okay.
Yes.
Well. We have a man who said that, and that is one of the principles that I've been using, that young people are supposed to be thinking on how to multiply what they have or the income they are getting. And for the old people, that is from 40s and above, they are supposed to think of now storing the money they have, maybe in their account, instead of having a dead money that is on saving. They maybe start building apartments and store their money, whereby they can be getting some revenue. Necessarily sio lazima wapate the back their money in time, as in a target arudishe ile pesa, but at least at the end of the day, hata ki retire, he or she is getting something small at the end of the
enjoy
month.
that.
So what are some of the tips that you can maybe share with young people here on our platform on how maybe to multiply their money? Maybe I have a capital of 50,000. I want to make that 50,000 turn it to maybe 200,000 at the end of the year, and then maybe in 10 years I'm targeting to convert the same 50,000 into maybe 40 or more than 40 M.
That is very well stated. I think what the young people should do is to develop the culture of saving, and normally when you save in money markets, for example, let's say money markets,
Yes.
you are guaranteed that you are going to be getting compound, an interest that will be compounded.
Yes.
Because when you invest in money markets, what they do is that at the end of the month or at the end of the year, there is that interest that you gain from the money that you have invested.
Yeah.
And then that money called interest, then again they add up to the principal amount, and again you receive another interest. So if a young person can develop that culture of investing in money markets, government bonds, government securities, you are guaranteed that in the near future your money will have increased.
Okay.
And that is very important, because and also I can advise a young person to invest in SACCOs.
Yes.
Because in SACCOs you'll be able to get dividends. What we say nowadays in finance, you should not keep your money whereby you're not getting something. Because when you keep your money in the bank, it will just be deducted. At the end of the month, they will deduct what they call the transaction fee, as the maintenance fee. But when your money is in a SACCO also, it will be able to gain you some dividends. Which will come, we will multiply it by time, and we will be able to eat and enjoy the fruits of your savings
in few years
to come.
But again, we have a problem of maybe having we look at people who are eating their harvest and forget that we are having seeds. Whatever we are earning is, let me name it as a seed, and then we try use the seed look like people who are harvesting. Like for instance, kuna mse maybe ameweka biashara, yeye anakula the profit from the business. So kama yeye anavatia 5,000, me also with my small salary that I'm earning, it's a small mistake that we are doing as young people. What can you tell them maybe?
Let me start by saying, if you are a young person who is employed, that means you get your pay slip at the end of the month and you get your salary. What I would advise you is that your net worth is not in what you receive as net pay. Your net worth, it's the total deductions. Why am I saying that? Because at your total deductions, that's where you have saved in a SACCO, you have been deducted.
Yes.
That's where you have also been deducted NSSF, which you come to enjoy when you retire.
Yes.
That's why you've been deducted NHF, which will help you when you get sick. So what I would advise young people, stop concentrating so much on your net pay. Invest as much money as you would. Be deducted, because you know when you receive money and you start telling yourself, now I will go to invest this, I'll go to invest that. You cannot be able. Once the money is in your hands, you will plan so many things. Again, let me tell you, when you start looking at your peers or some other people and you see the things they are doing, one thing you need to know, how financial stable are they? Maybe you like young people nowadays, what they are doing, they have entered into betting. So you might see your friend wearing a good shoe. Maybe he was lucky with only one bet, but from there he will start losing and he will not be happy. So the best thing is to have good ground of how you can increase your money. Then from there, it will come a time when you get enough money. You have enough money, you have the resources, you can buy whatever you need. But it takes time.
Okay.
Yes.
So we need to be patient also.
Be patient
in the world of finance.
Musikibiria hii maneno. Haitaki haraka.
Okay. I've also been following another guy called Good Joseph. I think I've shared with you the same thing.
Yes.
Good Joseph has in one of the episodes he said that you advise young people not to major on maybe buying plots and land when they're in 20s, and major on other things that will maybe give them profit in maybe an easier way than that is land estate. What would you say on the same? Maybe add or maybe give us an explanation of the same.
Yes, I would emphasize, as he has said, that it is good. You know, when you purchase land and cars in your 20s,
yes,
you might not even be able to manage that. But when you open, let's say, a CBC account whereby you can buy securities,
yes,
those securities you can buy even for 5 years. So if you are 20, in 25 years to come, you bought securities, so and they will yield interest. So by the time you are reaching your 30s, you already have finances that if you want to start a business, you just go for those funds, and then you start the business. So it is always good to prioritize with the things that will enable you to generate more income, not exhausting your income. Because once you purchase a car in your 20s, and maybe your salary is not that much.
Yes.
You start going to garage for car maintenance. You start using fuel, so that one will reduce your liquidity. Yeah.
On the same, I think what does it mean? Maybe save money, and why should someone maybe do it?
You know, saving money is key, because if you don't save money, one thing you have done, you'll start taking debts, unnecessary debts. You go like Fuliza,
Yes.
you go like Mshwari, you go others like Tara. There are so many.
Yeah.
And once you indulge yourself into debts, coming out of those debts, you need total deliverance. You need total deliverance. It is risky. Now, what we are saying,
Yes.
the culture of saving is what determines your future. Because the more you save, the more you have financial freedom. Because there will come a time that you now start enjoying the fruits of your savings. So, saving is setting aside some money for future use.
Yeah.
And for it to yield some interest, because you have targets. Like let's say you are planning to start a business,
Yeah.
and maybe it will cost you like 500,000, and you start saving 5,000. So you have a projection of time. By this time, if I save this much, I'll be able to meet this target. So saving is very important. It is very important.
Well. We have also been having another issue of I want to start a business and I have a certain amount of cash. Let me use today 50,000 as an example. Not examples that I'm going to use. So 50,000. I have 50,000 in cash. I want to start a business. I do a research and maybe boom, ninge kwa hiyo biashara. What are the risks of as a young person ninge kwa biashara? Hata kama uko na capital, juu nimeona an instance of even in my experience, mpata capital unaanza biashara but then later hiyo biashara una realize venye ulikuwa umeplan hauko na plan B. Haijaenda venye ulikuwa na expectations zake. So maybe how do you advise young people maybe to go about it if they want to start a business?
Oh, excellent. If you want to start a business, in fact, you should not start by saving. You should start by doing due diligence and feasibility study, and then you come up with a business plan. This is what I want to do. These are the strengths of the business that I want to start. These are the weaknesses. So you need to check on the cons and the pros.
Yes.
of starting that business. And when you organize yourself well, it is very hard for you to fail. But now when you just enter into a business, no, I saw someone started selling rubber shoes. Now you go for bunias of rubber shoes, and you want to start. It needs time. You need to know what are the target customers, which place you want to set the business. Those are the factors that you put in place even before starting. Because when you, like you started by saying, when you fail to plan, you plan to fail. You need to have a clear business plan and business strategy. That's what has kept like most of the big companies, because they have the strategies to enter the markets, and they know their target customers. So when you're starting a business as a young person, first do the market research, do the market survey. Usiende kuweka tikibadaski juu mwingine aliweka, utakuwa kwa shida, my friend.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you think that the Kenyan tradition of doing this, maybe the mindset of Kenyans and how we save, everything, the culture of saving and utilization of finance, do you think that it has maybe brought or developed a negative impact to our young people? And if it has, what are some of the things you can do to deliver ourselves now that you want to make a change?
Definitely it has affected the young people, because if you look, if you look, most of the people that the young people should look to, most of them are not, most of the times they are not willing to help the young people. For example, let's say you come to me,
Yes.
you want an advice, how can go about this and about this. Because of the fear of unknown, I might not be able to, might not be willing to help you, because maybe I'm thinking, when I help this young person, because he has the energy to work, maybe he'll come and overtake me. So you find even the know-how of the people you can consult as young people.
Yes.
They don't know. You can get a person that has a very big business, but he cannot even explain to you how he started, blah blah blah. What we normally see is a guy tells you that he started a hotel with 2 eggs and one unga, and now the hotel is big. So you see, but what I know is, when you are determined to start something and you get the ground information about a certain business,
Yes.
then you are good to go. But let me say this: you can also get information. We have Google nowadays. We have journals, business journals, financial journals. We have financial consultants. So maybe if you want to develop that culture of knowing about more about the finances, you can consult a financial consultant. You can go through the Google, get some tips on how to remain afloat and how to go a certain business.
Okay, before you go to one of the questions I wrote about, of the same thing that you have said, let me ask: is there a relationship between the reading materials and finance world? Because I've seen people like Bill Gates are very good people who have encouraged even the young people to buy books and read. Jack Ma the same, and many other tycoons in Kenya. I've seen them. They're all people who love reading.
Yes, there is that relationship, because you are able to get ideas and information that you never knew. Like me, I like reading books. Like now, I'm reading a book known as Psychology of Money, and this book is really encouraging me. It is really giving me new tips, new ideas on how to handle my finances. So I think it is related.
Yes.
When you go digging deeper about something, it makes you to know more than you knew when you had not learned. So there is that relationship. If you see people like the way you have said, Akina Jack Ma, Akina Bill Gates, those people in their offices, they have a lot of books, because they want to know, what next step do I make in this?
And most of them are also writers.
They are also writers. They have written books to encourage the young people on how to undergo their businesses, on how to save, on how to get to be to have the know-how of financial literacy. So it is good to read, my friend.
Okay.
Yes.
If I may say that being rich and being wealthy are two different things. And also being rich and maintaining the whatever, the wealth, the money, and what has made you be rich is another thing.
Yes.
What will you tell us as a young person? How would you explain? Can you just take your time and explain, break it for us? What is it becoming a rich person and being a wealthy person? And what do you need maybe to remain? Because I think there's also a relationship between discipline and money. You keeping the money in your pocket. So what will you tell us maybe?
You know, in my own words, I would say that being rich and being wealthy are two different things. Because a rich person can again become poor. Because the opposite of rich is poor. So you can be rich at a certain time,
Yes.
and then you become poor, because you have not been able to make that richness to wealth. You know, when you are wealthy, it's that you have the resources,
Yes.
you have the investments in a way that you cannot become poor again.
Okay.
You yourself, you are that guy that people look upon.
Yes.
Like you see, there is no way Bill Gates can become a poor person because he is wealthy. You know, even you start appearing in the 100 list of 100 the list of 100 people who are rich. Maybe you start appearing into young the so-called 50
Rich people.
50 rich people.
Well, most wealthy.
Most wealthy.
Yeah.
So when you are wealthy, it means that you have handled your finances and your investments in a way that you cannot calm down again. Yes.
Okay. Can you just tell us? I know there are those stages that you need as a young person, because I think what has made us not get what we need or give the best results is lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge is eating us young people. We are just, that's why we are, when we hear that this road will take you to the right place, you all flock and tunaenda hiyo barabara, at the end of the day tunapata imejaa na imeharibika juu watu wameko wengi. Tukisikia site iko na kazi, just like the other video I made, tukisikia site iko na kazi
zinakimbia huko,
wote tunakimbia huko juu. We are lacking people who give us direction, and that direction is knowledge, of course, to help us maybe overcome the few challenges that in finance, the financial world.
Yes.
So how would you maybe put us on tune or now maybe to the stages you have been employed, you need to do ABCD in the world of finance so that you move to the next level?
Good. You know, there is only one problem with young people. Let's say maybe you have just come out of campus, umepata job.
Yeah.
So hiyo job labda inalipa kama 100k, so ukikatwa itakuja hapo 70.
Yes.
So you imagine a person who was depending on a guardian or the parent, sasa ako na 70k. So if this person is not careful, aanze mambo ya sherehe, sijui nini, this person will waste like 2 to 3 years doing unnecessary things. But if you want your future to become a good future, to become brighter, you start as early as possible. So the first thing you should do when you get an employment, it is to come up with a saving plan. You know, we have those insurance companies that give life insurance. Others, they give education policies. So it is good for you to plan and know, what do I want with my future? Where do I want to be 5 years to come? What do I want to have achieved in those some few years? Because what young people do, even it's not that they don't have the knowledge. They have the knowledge, but the peer pressure give them pressure. Give them pressure and they forget their goal. Because if myself I knew, I could have started saving the first day I was employed. Let me tell you, where I am today, it's not where I could be. But because there are some years that I wasted along the way,
yes,
now I'm still achieving. I'm still going towards the goal that I want to achieve.
But in another way.
But you see, for a young person to achieve his or her goals, it is to start as early as possible. You start. If it's saving, start saving. If it's investing, start investing. If you want to do a business, plan about that business. Do due diligence, like we have said earlier, so that you can start a business that will generate income to you, for you, not a business that will take away all what you have. It comes and drains you. Now you are not able to plan about your life, and your future.
Well. So I have another question here. I think many of us have been having that issue, or I have a skill, or it would also help some of our young people maybe to make decisions on the course we are going to take, of course. There are those who are stranded, or even if you start a business or get employed. and there are those who get employed and forget about their dreams. There are also other people whom they get employed and still get focused, maybe start their own side hustle or a business. When they take the business over and maybe resign their job. Maybe as a young person, would you advise a young person maybe to start? Would you advise them maybe to seek jobs more, focus on seeking jobs, or maybe prioritize maybe a business more? But if there's an opportunity of a job where they can be employed, well and good. So according to you, now that you are good, you have been this good Kenya understanding of how the taxation and many other things are running, how would you advise young people maybe partake on the same?
I would advise young people, if you have a clear vision of starting a business, and you know very well that you have done enough research that the business is going to work. Because let me tell you, employment is good and bad. Yes. Because you don't have that freedom to get more than you are facing. But in business, today might be your bad day, but tomorrow might be your good day, and you get good income. So if a young person has the opportunity to start a business, that is the best time to go. Yeah. Because if you check on many people, businessmen who have been successful, you cannot see a person who has become successful in employment that you are being told this is the successful person in employment. There is none. But when you start a business and your business do very well, then you become successful.
The probability of you being successful is more than when you are employed.
Yes, it is more in business than when you are employed. Okay. Because when you are employed, the only thing you get is what your employer gives you. But in business, you can ile tunaitanga siku mzuri, you can get a good day and make fortune out of it.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, there is another thing that also as young people we are forgetting very much, that is social investment. A very key thing that I have followed many people who have done well in life, and it's one of the weapons that they use. So how do you advise young people maybe to partake on the same, that is social investment, and how to approach it, how to have those good friends who are going to be around your circle, and maybe you can help one another grow?
You have said about a very important thing. We normally call it social capital. Social capital means that I have friends in my social circle whom can make me reach somewhere. I have worked for guys who are so friendly. Yes. Their social capital is on another level. That you are my friend, and if I go and get find a plot being sold somewhere, and I have that money with me, I'll be able to buy my plot and buy for you. Now I'll be telling you, I bought you a plot somewhere, so organize and refund me. So those are the kind of friends that we need to have in our circle. A friend that can tell you, you know what, I have seen this business, and maybe we can try. Even I can lend you some money. You start the same, and then when you build up yourself, you can refund that money. That is now the social capital. You are in a group whereby they are not influencing you on how to go the best club, on how to go the best gigs, on how to go the best hiking and whatever. Be in a circle of people who are letting you know, if you do this business, we shall become rich in the future. We shall become wealthy. We shall become people of importance.
Okay, I've seen many men, and let me say also ladies, who have done well in life because of the same. But I think we have a problem in today's generation whereby we can't work in a common business for a longer time because inaanza kushiana chuki wivu. Ukiona in the circle I'm smarter than you, instead of seeing the good, the positive side, you also see the negative side as mimi nitanufaika zaidi yako. How would you maybe tell those who are watching you today, maybe work on that? Just give us a simple strategy on how to work on that, and maybe because I know those who work together, people like Bill Gates started Microsoft with one of his friends, Jack Ma, the same 18 team of friends. They started the company together, but again, they wouldn't forget that he is the one who is the CEO. They give him the respect, but also worked as a team. So how would you tell the young people today, in the current generation, maybe to focus on maybe making good relationships that are going to last and be of help in future?
You know what young people does? When you choose a long friend, then you are done. Because when you have a jealous friend, he or she cannot be happy when you are excelling.
Yes.
So it is also important to in the initial stages of your life, when now you are in campus or you have just come out of campus, know the friends that you are relating with, know your circle. So if you have a friend whom cannot help you, yani amwezi saidiana na chochote, then that is not a good friend. Hang up with guys whom you will learn from, whom will give you ideas,
Yes.
whom you will be happy of your success. You know, kuna wazee wengine mtu akisikia, hey, unajua Brayo alianza ka hotel pale karibu na MKU na kameshika, so they will start getting jealous of you. You see?
Yes.
They will not be happy of your success. So what I would advise young people, know your circle, know your friends, because as you have stated, you know, when you are starting a business and you start as partners, it becomes easier to penetrate through the market, because the other partner will be coming with ideas and the other partner will be coming with ideas. So when you combine those ideas, then you are able to go very fast. You'll be able to go very fast, and you'll be able to come up with something that will make you successful, both of you. But when your partner is a wrong partner, then you will not be able to excel. So it is very critical to choose whom do you want to start a business with, and whom do you want to share your business idea with. Yes.
Okay, as you are ending, because I know you are also going somewhere else, and thank you for your time, by the way.
Yes.
Can you just tell us, as you are ending, before a young person afike ile place anasema I want to settle and now start a family, what are some of the things that you would maybe give us your opinion, because I know your opinion may be against someone else's belief. Tell us, what are some of the things that are supposed to be ready before you settle? Juu of course ukisettle, hata ile savings zenye ulikuwa na save kidogo zinafinywa kidogo, matumizi inakuwa iko mingi, that is expenditure. So ni vitu zipi zenye unajua tumetoka kwa ile dunia ile time enzi za unafaa kumejenga ukome nunua vitu za nyumba kwa at least uko na umeongea na mzee kugalia kashamba, so sasa hii shamba ni other things.
Hakuna mtu anatafuta yake.
Ungeambia vijana aje, especially to young men, wanafaa ku focus on what to settle down?
You know, when you want to settle, because what most of the young people are missing is the time, because some want to settle when they in campus, because wameenda campus, wamepatana na mamanzi huko na machari. So unapata mtu amesettle hata kama haja toka campus.
Yes.
But in the normal life, yani tuseme umefuata ile mambo inafaa, you need to have developed yourself, ya kwamba hautaleta mtu kwa nyumba alafu aanze kulala njaa. At least you have that small capital, because settling is very funny. You may say that you want to get a lot of money so that you can settle, and then the person you want to settle with does not want what you have. Maybe she wanted or he wanted, you start together. You come and start together. You get money together. You build the house together. You start purchasing properties together. You even cars you buy together. So to me, there is no that specific time that you can say, because pesa hazitosangi kwa sababu si unaona hata tuko na wandosi wengi na bado wanatafuta pesa. So huwezi sema ya kwamba nataka nikuwe na pesa fulani ndio ni settle. So it is just the mindset. Umekaa chini umeona sasa mimi nimetosha, sasa I can be able to maintain a family. Because familia nayo inakujanga na baraka zake. You never know.
Well, so AI is here with us as we are ending. AI iko hapa, I think tumeangalia.
Oh yeah.
How do you think the world of finance itatusaidia maybe to improve our life?
Let me tell you, AI has come and it is bringing evolution in a different style. Because I saw recently that they have started operating this we call robots. You know, that's part of AI.
Yeah.
They have started serving in cafeterias in US.
Yes.
And I think soon manpower or human labor will not be much required.
Okay.
Because in fact, let me tell you, it is the governments that have resisted, because they are seeing if they accept, there will be danger in labor market. But in terms of finances, I think even if AI comes,
are we going to make more money, or are we going to make lesser than what you used to?
We will make more money. We will make more money because the timeline that was being given to the human labor, now it will decrease.
Okay.
Because they are working.
Okay. Do you think that richer people continue being richer and poor?
They will continue being poor. They will.
Okay.
They will continue being richer and poor will continue becoming poor, because you see, if you are poor, do not have somewhere to get money.
Have a skill.
You don't have that skill, you will continue being poor. But the rich, because will be able even to minimize the operating costs, because when you have one AI, let's say for example you have attained a robot to work for you. One robot maybe can do a work of even 100 employees.
Yes.
So you see the costs that you are using to operate will reduce, so you'll be able to get more income.
Okay.
Yes.
Asante sana.
Thank you very much
for your
having
time.
me. Thank you very much.
Asante sana.
Yes.
So guys, I forgot to give you a break. Those who want to maybe upgrade their skills, you want to maybe add a new skill. Unasikia AI inakuja na ubaya. You don't have that skill maybe to know where to help an AI do ABCD. Maybe you want to learn more of statistics, API, and many other things, be employed as a database administrator, cyber security. You want to add all those skills, guys, I have a place for you, Zitech University. They are doing all those things. If you want to maybe do computer science, you want to do IT, they have a very good and nice and also very equipped laboratories, and also very ready lecturers who are there to help you, assist you, learn, and also run your projects efficiently. So guys, those who are young people, don't just wait until time has run and run. Uko kama wale wazee wenye tulikuwa tunaambiwa sasa tunaulizanga ulikuwa wapi wengine wakinyakua shamba. Sasa unauliza ulikuwa wapi wengine wakisoma. So guys, take your time, rush, grab that skill, survive for just a shorter time, pata skill yako and utilize it in the society. Thank you for having your time watching until to the end. Next time, same place,